Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm going to turn this underpaper into a wrapping paper to wrap a gift. I'm trying to decide whether I want to use this side for the wrapping paper or this side. Um, I'm drawn to both of them for completely different reasons. I like the borders and the kind of grunge of this, but I also like the bright colors of this one. And this looks to me more like something that you would put flowers on, which is what I was wanting to cover it in. But I really like the frame kind of look of this. So I think what I'm going to do is do some framework over here before I put my my flowers on. And I just now decided on that, so I'm going to pause the video a second and set up to do that. Okay. We're going to now do some jelly printing, and I'm going to go ahead and make some jelly prints, and then I will use the frame part to add interest to this. I'm going to start with this metallic cobalt blue from Artist Loft because it's my favorite color. I have several favorites, but this is definitely one of them. Probably this is my ultimate favorite. Blues and greens are my favorite colors, and this is it's a blue with a little bit of green in it. So okay, I've got some paper over here to roll off on. Okay, and I do want to do some kind of interest in the frame. So I think I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to press down. And this will give the frame some interest. Right there, it didn't do as well, but that's all right. Let's move that out of the way. Everything's always in the way. There's that. Okay, now then I'm going to put a piece of paper down. Try to make it somewhat centered. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I didn't think to put a print on that. I mean, the print on it. I was just thinking about the frame, so that'll be pretty boring, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got some frame on that one. And then we'll pull this up. And it has a little bit of that on the edges. Can't see it too well, but it's there. Okay. We'll let this dry off just a second. We'll add a different color and another pattern and do another frame. This time I'm going to try to put the pattern all over the whole thing, so that the jelly print I'm doing it'll show up there too. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to use this blue. I'm working with all metallics today just because I'm in the mood to. This is metallic blue. It's also Artist Loft. Okay. And let's see what kind of, what I want to do in that. Maybe this, this lace. It was kind of wadded up, so it's, I have to straighten it out here. Okay, I'm just going to lay that over it. Try to straighten it out. Then I'm going to roll this. Kind of straightens it out a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put I didn't bring something big enough that'll cover the whole jelly plate, so I guess I'll just do this a couple of times. I'm going to wipe it down. I guess that's, I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what it feels like. I'm going to rub it down and see if I can pull off some of the stuff inside the lacy parts so that the print will show. So not a whole lot's coming up. All right, well, we'll just see how it works. Take that off. Oh, I can see the print pretty good. I don't know if you can. There you go. And now I'm going to put another piece of paper on here. And then we're going to move this to a different part of the paper. And put our frame. So we've got another frame there. I like the intersection right here. We'll pull this off. Oh, I like that. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay. This time I'm going to put this green. This is metallic phthalo green. It's also the Artist Loft. Most of what I'm going to be using today is Artist Loft. There's a couple of them that aren't, but most of them are. Ooh, sorry. That one's getting low. Alrighty. And I think this time I'm going to do this in the middle. It will show up a little bit in the frame, but not a tremendous amount because this frame is really kind of basically done here. Oh, I got my hand in it right there. Wasn't really wanting to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. Put it down right here. See if we can pull off some of it. Now I'm going to take it and just do a little bit here. So it actually fills in that frame part. Ooh, it's sliding on me. Not good, not good. Move this down here. Now we'll put it back over here and try to clean it off some. Put a piece of paper down. And then we're going to do, whoops. This corner. See, we pulled up that frame. And this print. Oh. Almost left that there too long and let it stick down. Not a good idea. Okay, what next? I may use some of these fall leaves and do a copper one. I'm just going to leave this stuff here because it's interesting. Oh, I need to put the copper down first. Okay. We have some different sizes. I hope this doesn't dry out before I can get these. I should have separated them before I got started. And I didn't. These are just some silk leaves. I got it. Not sure where I got them. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, one of those places. Okay. There's that. I'm trying to think. What's the... I think, just to see if it'll work, I'm going to go ahead and put this paper down and do the whole thing on here and see what happens. Since I've got some stuff in the background, the leaves won't be blank. But they won't be the copper. Alright, let's see what happens. It's hard to see. It looks prettier in person, I think. Okay, now we'll pull these up. Having a hard time getting those up because I'd like to leave what's underneath them on the plate. A lot of it stuck to the leaves, and so there's not as much under there as maybe you would like there to be. Okay, but there are some copper leaves under there, and I'm going to let this dry a minute. And then I'm going to put, don't have any empty fingers to tell me if it's dry or not. Not quite. I'm going to put some of this metallic white on now, so it'll be the background to this. And I'm going to pull a print and a frame. And then I think I'm going to consider this portion of my, the jelly printing portion of my wrapping paper done. And we'll come back in a little bit, probably, and do the, of course, I, change my mind sometimes. Do the stenciling on the wrapping paper after that. The flowers that I'm going to put on. I have a stencil that looks like it's for screen printing that's really pretty delicate. And I'm thinking I'm going to put that on with black. We'll see how that goes. Okay. We're going to put this down in the middle. And then we're going to pull one more frame. I think I'm going to do it kind of semi-centered. Nothing's exact. Or at least it's not for me. And I'm better off if I don't try to make it exact or worry about it being exact, because then I would be disappointed. And I don't want to be disappointed. I'm trying to burnish it really good on that frame so it'll come up nicely. All right. Well, that didn't come up quite the way I wanted. Not sure how I feel about it, actually. But it's what's on there, and it's the way it's gonna be. See what we get here. Ooh, I like that. Isn't that pretty? I wish the frame had looked like that. Okay. I'm just gonna let that be, and I'll get set up to do the stenciling part and be right back. Okay, I let everything dry a while I went and did some other things that I needed to get done. But this is the stencil I'm going to use to put the flowers on, and I've decided I'm going to put it on with black gesso. This is what's in the lid of my gesso container, and hopefully that'll be enough to do a few flowers. So I'm just going to I don't want to have too much stuff on my. I'm hoping that I've never tried to pounce black gesso on before, so I'm hoping that this is going to work good, since it's wrapping paper for a gift. If this one doesn't work good, then we'll do something else for the other ones. All right, let's see what we got. Let me find something to put this off on. I can't tell if I had too much and it soaked through, or if that's the way the flower is. So let's look on the back. I think that just may be the way the flower is. It just doesn't show up as much because the background's kind of dark too, which is a little sad because I really thought this was going to be good. Maybe I'll do one more black one and do a couple of white ones. Maybe that'll be, I don't know. Cubby, go lay down. Go lay down. Kind of hard to see where you stamped and where I stamped last time. Whoops. All right, let's pick it up and see how it looks. Well, I like that a little bit better. Let's go ahead and do one up here. Get a little more of this. Okay. This is kind of like a screen printing stencil, so it's a little bit different from a regular stencil. Okay, there's one. And then let's do this one kind of like that. Now I've got a lot of paint out, and so I may go ahead and do another black one in the middle instead of doing white, just because it's because, oh dear, no, it's all right. It's because I've already got it out and got the stencil black. If I try to do white, I'll have to go clean the stencil before I can even do white. I didn't think about that a minute ago when I said I was going to do white. Okay, and we'll put one more right here. I wonder if I shouldn't clean that off a little bit so I could, oops, see? Should have left it alone. Because now there's some on the paper. There's my paper. Okay, I think I can at least see a little bit better now. All right, let's. It's funny because it feels like it's very watery, and it's not. It's fairly thick gesso, but the pounce in it makes it feel that way, I guess. Uh-oh, stuck my arm in that other one. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do another one over here. Might as well. Uh-oh. It picked up. This one may not turn out good. Okay. Oops. Sorry, Cubby. Didn't mean to scare you. Let's clean this off again. Okay. I'm gonna let you look at this a little bit better in a minute. I can zoom in after I get this finished. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do part of a flower on here. And I'm going to flip this around and go ahead and do one more. Kind of a little bit off the page like that one. You can see how that one's kind of off the page a little bit. Well, we're gonna do the same thing again here. That down. Okay. Just a little bit right here. May have messed it up because I let it slide a little bit. Okay, not too bad. Alrighty. Let me figure out a place to put that so that I can clean it up in a minute. There's what it looks like. They're not perfect flowers, but I think it'll make fun wrapping paper. Well, I hope that I've at least given you some ideas of what you can do to make yourself some wrapping paper. God bless you. Bye-bye.